cause I'm so soon. I can't make no mistakes, cause there is just no room. Guess I was made like crutches, strong enough to hold you, strong enough to carry, but I can't think for you. I can't give no input, only what I put in. Tired when I can't be, tired of my foot in, but I care for you. I want better for you, I can only hope that you want better also, cause we in a cycle.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever this is finding you. I hope that you will tune in to this video. This is very important. Before we get into the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share this content with anybody that you know because this content is going to be very crucial to people who are either um, about to experience homelessness or is experiencing homelessness. So this is very important information to get you back on your feet. And I hope that you will share this video with any and everybody because everybody knows somebody who is in need. And this is a great video for them to have for the information that I'm about to give you. Okay. So C.O.C stands for Continuum of Care Program. Okay. And now I wanted to tell you what is C.O.C, which is Continuum of Care Program. The Continuum of Care program is designated to promote community-wide commitment to the goal of ending homelessness by providing funds for efforts by nonprofit providers and state and local governments and promoting access to effectiveness utilization of mainstream programs by homeless individuals and families. So yes, you can get it whether you single person or if you're um family. Continuum of Care Program eligibility. The Continuum of Care eligibility program is designated to assist individuals, including unoccupied youth and their families, experiencing homelessness and provide the service needed to help such individuals move into transitional and permanent housing with the goal of long term stability. More broadly, the C.O.C program is designated to promote community wide planning and strategy use of resources to address homelessness, improve condition, and integrate with mainstream resources and other programs targeted to people experiencing homelessness, improve data collected and performance measures and allow each community to tailor its programs to strength and challenges in assisting homeless individuals and or families within their communities. Eligible applicants to apply for a C.O.C program funding, an organization must have an eligible applicant as outlined in the C.O.C program interim rule, which defines eligible applicants as nonprofit organization, state and local governments, and instrumental of the state and local governments for profit entities to apply for a grant or a sub-recipient for a grant fund. Organizations apply for HUD funding through the annual compensation process. An eligible applicant would need to submit a project application to the C.O.C designated collaboration applicant organization. The C.O.C designates one organization to be a collaborative applicant. The collaborative applicant submits the completed application packages, which include the C.O.C application and the individual project application and their rankings. The C.O.C program interim rule provides that the C.O.C program funds may be used for the project under five program components: permanent housing, transition housing, supported service only, HMIS, and in some case, homelessness prevention administrative Administrative costs are eligible under all components. Where possible, the components set forward is of continuous care program are constant with the components of allowable under emergency solution grant program. This consists easily in administrative burdens on recipients on both programs and ensure that reporting requirements and data quality benchmarks are constantly established and applied. One significant distance between the Emergency Solution Grant Program and the C.O.C program can be found in the eligibility activities and administrative requirements for assistance provided under rapid rehousing component in the interim rule. The five program components that can be funded through the C.O.C program are permanent housing. Permanent housing, PH, is defined as a community based housing without a designated length of stay in which formerly homeless individuals and their families live in an independently as possible under the PH. A program participant must be a tenant on a lease or a sublease for an initial term of at least 1 year that is renewable and is terminatable only that cause only terminatable for cause. Further lease or sublease must be renewable for a minimum term of 1 month. The COC program funds two types of permanent housing supportive housing, which is PSH, for persons with disabilities, and rapid rehousing, which is RRH. Permanent supportive housing is permanent housing with an indefinite lease or a rental assistant paired with a supportive service to assist homeless person or with a disability and a family with an adult or a child member with a disability. Achieving housing stability, rapid rehousing emphasis housing search and relocation service, and short to medium term rental assistance to move homeless person and their families with or without the disability as rapid as possible into permanent housing. Transitional housing is designated to provide homeless individuals and their families an interim stable and supportive to success, move to, and maintain permanent housing. Transitional housing may be used to cover costs of up to 24 months of housing with an accompanied supportive services program to get them into permanent housing. Supportive services only. Funds under the component may be used only by the entity designated by the C.O.C to lead the C.O.C coordinator entrance process. HUD requires each C.O.C to establish and operate a coordinatory entry process to increase efficiency and local crisis response systems and improve ease and access resources, including mainstream resources. Funds awarded through this supportive services only coordinate entry, which is SSOCE grant may be used for a range of supportive service that directly relates to carrying out the CE activities, such as conducting outreach to be sheltered or unsheltered homeless person and their family, including initial assessments, crisis counseling, and addressing urgent physical needs. The connecting person experiencing homelessness to housing and other resources. Homeless Management Information System. Funds under this component may be used only by the Homeless Management Information System lead agencies. The HMIS lead agency is an entity designated to the COC to operate the COC HMIS and the COC behalf. Under this management, the components funds paid for leasing and instruction, which the AMIC operates for operating structures such as house and are covering other costs related to establishing, operating, and customizing a C.O.C place, such as a shelter or a housing center. Homelessness prevention. This is where we get into the people that may be finna get ready to experience housing. Recipients of the are sub recipients located in HUD designated high performing communities may use C.O.C program funds for homelessness prevention assistance for individuals and family at risk of homelessness. The annual C.O.C program notices of funds opportunities will provide additional details on the C.O.C applying for designated as the housing prevention communities. The service under this component may include housing relocation, stabilization services, as well as short and medium term rental assistance to prevent an individual or family from becoming homeless. Through this component, recipients and sub-recipients may help individuals and family at risk of homelessness maintain their existing housing or transition to a new permanent housing. Homelessness prevention must be administered in accordance with the 24 CFR Part 574. Other components are safe havens. A safe haven program component is no longer eligible under the C.O.C program. No new safe haven project will be funded, but the C.O.C program interim rule explicitly states that all projects eligible under the McKinney Venture Act before passage of the Health Act includes safe haven may be renewed and continue ongoing leasing operation, supportive service, rental assistance, and administrative functions beyond the initial funding period. The annual C.O.C program notices of funding opportunity will provide additional details. Section 8 Moderate Rehabilitation. The Section 8 Moderate Rehabilitation Program component under the C.O.C program, the new SRO, which is Section 8 Moderate Program, will be funded. Currently, SOR projects will continue to be renewed under the Multifamily Assisting Housing Reform and Affordable Care Act of 1997. Eligible costs. The C.O.C program interim rules set forth the cost of eligible for each program component. Not all costs of eligible in each program component, and in some cases, certain costs cannot be combined in a single unit or structure. The eligible cost of the contributing data designated by the C.O.C is eligible under the all components. So, like I said, they pay everything, like leasing costs, everything. I'm gonna put all this information in the description box. I did not want to make this video super long, so I don't really want to go through everything. I was trying to give y'all the basics. So if you know somebody that is either homeless or about to be homeless, then they need to check into C.O.C in their area, which is Continuum of Care in your area. Okay, a quick Google search of Continuum of Care program in my area will bring up all the areas. If you need a certain state, city number, that is fine. Leave it um in the chat or whatever. Just yeah, leave it in the chat. I will get back to you on those. Like I said, I want to make sure that everybody has somewhere to stay, has safe and adequate housing. Okay, so if you know somebody who is unhoused, homeless, falling down on their luck, please tell them to check into Continuum of Care in the area. Okay, and it does move faster if you know a person that is disabled. or has a mental defect, whether it's the kid that's going to be in the house or the adult, it does move faster. And you can also get Section 8 through these services. So, y'all get these services while they're out there, because the less we get them, the less funds go into them. The more people use these things, the more they're gonna increase. It's a it's a need for it. So when we're using these services, then they put out more services or they add more money into these pots so that other people can get these services. Okay? I'm telling you for a fact, I've known people who have went through C.O.C and have had the best luck. Okay. The rapid rehousing is through it. It is really amazing program that goes through a whole 12-month process of literally paying bills, paying your rent and your bills for you for a certain amount of time and decreasing periodically every quarter, I think it is. And a quarter would be every 3 months. Um, it's 12 months in a year. So every quarter is 4 quarters. So of course the first quarter they pay 100% of the rent, 100% of the utility bills. Then the second quarter they will pay 75% of the rent, and I think 75% of the utility bills, and then it goes down and down from there, until that person has saved up enough money that they can handle this stuff on their own. Um, they do have places where they'll put people in and they'll pay the services for so long. You know, they'll pay the rent or whatever, and then you're just responsible for the utilities. So, if you know somebody, like I said, that is about to experience homelessness and they don't want to have to be without these services, go ahead and look into them now. If you know somebody who's already homeless and you want to give them this little tidbit, let them know. Check into C.O.C, which is Continuum of Care. There are places we can return to. Nobody will never know the information if we don't share it. Each one, reach one. Each one, teach one. That's my motto over here. I was trying to make this video up under 15 minutes. Obviously, I talk a lot. It's a lot of information in here. This information will be left in the description box below. I hope you are having an amazing day. I hope that you are living blessed and you're happy. And I hope that you have been prayed up and is living your best life. If you are struggling, anytime you want to, you can contact me on any of my social media platforms. It's always left in the description box below. Also, my email address is in there. Or you can leave it in the comment section. I try to respond to everybody that reaches out to me. I try to help everybody that reaches out to me. And people are becoming, so impacted that they respond to me after they've received the services and got the help and tell me thank you. I appreciate that because I want to do something that helps somebody else change their life. Okay. So I'm trying to get to the monetized level. I appreciate all my supporters that come and like my video every time and show me love and support me. I really do appreciate it. It makes me feel special. So for that, I thank you and I love you. Y'all have a wonderful day. Live life and live it more abundantly. We're gonna keep moving on and on and on. Hopefully, I'll have the road to live scheduled for sometime in the next week coming up. I will let y'all know ahead of time. Um, y'all stay safe, be blessed, and I hope that y'all will be blessed just like me. And until next time, talk to you later. Bye.